Alright, this is Darkness Flaw, also from Misty. Darkness Flaw. I don't know. It's an interesting name. It's got a modified palette, it looks like, which I'm always a fan of. Ooh, it's a very foreboding. MIDI. Just thinking about the best way to approach this here. Definitely grab the armor first, because I'm gonna take a few hits. 1, 2, 3. Alright. This is a really cool opening room, because I feel like I'm almost definitely gonna go out there at some point, right? You know? And it's like just high enough that you can't really see out there. I'd be quite disappointed if I didn't go out there. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's a secret, I don't know. There's a lot of promise in this starting room, like... it's a blue key, but it's still... I was wondering if you put in a, dehack patch or something to change that to purple key. Doesn't matter too much. Well, it's, vanilla, so... I suppose that wouldn't really be kosher. I don't know. Okay. Well, like, there's a very... I'm feeling a lot of, like, trepidation here, you know? I like that it's kind of a tense, creepy map. Okay, well, I'm not gonna, like, do that. Just, like, peek through that door and, like... Do I really have to do any of this? Okay. I do, is the answer. I almost new game to that. The answer is yes, because I will blow myself up with a rocket launcher otherwise. But yeah, you can just kind of do that. There's not a whole lot of reason not to do this. I suppose we're running out of ammo, actually. That's an arch file. Okay, maybe I just shouldn't have killed him. Okay, hold on. That's kind of... Huh, okay. Hold on. Hold on. This is pretty interesting. I've been punished for killing the Mancubus. This room has been made 10 times harder by me killing that Mancubus. This is... yeah. Stop. There's still specters in there. I'm just gonna run to the door this way. You know what? I believe I've played this map before. I believe I've played it before. I don't... It did look familiar. Oh my god. Alright, pardon the saves going here. But just in the interest of time, and, you know, the watchability of these videos. Oh my god. Okay, alright. It's difficult to talk and do encounters like this at the same time. Okay. Control movements here. Watch out for fireballs too. Circle. Oh my god. Okay. Rockets went? Did I have them last time? Do I have the SSG? No. I do have 30 shots. I like this encounter a lot. This is a very cool encounter. The shape of this room the sort of imp turrets on the edges. This really, really forces you to move around and consider your space. And use it wisely. I love putting arachnotrons in these types of rooms just because if a room is longer than it is wide, it becomes easier to fight the arachnotrons from this angle as opposed to this angle, which gives just an extra layer of strategy because that doesn't really apply to a lot of other enemies as strongly as it does the arachnotrons. It's easier to fight a lot of enemies long ways in a room that's longer than it is wide, but for the arachnotrons, it's like almost a necessity. Trying to fight them at this range is quite difficult, just because you don't have the same maneuverability and their shots are quite fast. So, I should say one thing is, wow. One thing is, there should be a walk switch here to, let the elevator down for these monsters. I don't know if that's available in vanilla, but it is, you know, it's a good encounter until you're done with all the enemies on the floor, and then you just sort of clean up these guys, I say as I die to them. I do like elevated revenants because it adds a timer to their shots. They don't just follow you forever. Because they are going to hit the ground if they're thrown at an angle like that. It's going to be pretty low on ammo. I'm going to have to grab those rockets. Don't let me forget. I'll blame you. Oh my. Ugh. Alright. Pretty tense encounter. I really did appreciate that. I love this palette too. I think that's like why I played it the first time. So I saw the palette and I was like, yeah. Because I was working on something with a custom palette at the time. I don't know what the purpose of this one arachnotron is really. I guess just to block you from hitting that other switch if you're trying to rush through. Does that make sense? I don't know if these are real teleporters or enemies are going to come out of here. Yeah. Here's the part where I just kind of leave. That's interesting. What if I saved here? What kind of madman would I be? Apparently not even that much of a madman. I don't know what the point of those revenants were. If the exit was right there, I would have put that on a longer timer. Just raise that lowering floor up so that you had to wait for that to go. And it feels kind of anticlimactic at the end there. Just 4 revenants. I don't know, I quite like this map, but similar to the other one, more so than the other one, it was very linear, and there was only like the backtracking at the very end to get into the room with the exit in it, which just seems like backtracking for the sake of it, just to like up here and non-linear. But at the same time, you do get a good idea of what your goal is when you start the level, which is to get the blue key. So I guess I can excuse that somewhat because, you know, it's good to have a strong motivator. Like, you open the level, you see your goal, and you're like, let's do it, right? But still, at the end of the day, it is quite linear, which isn't a bad thing. It's just something that is a neutral thing that could be turned into a good thing, which is being kind of interesting to navigate and discover stuff on its own. But as it stands, it's just a couple of pretty good encounters. I gotta really... The Mancubus, that when you kill it turns into an Archvile, I think it's like funny enough that I like that it's in the map, but I wouldn't really call it good design, but it is like, I don't know, I think it's just funny, so I don't mind it. I think better than Grey Moon. The encounters felt a lot tighter and a lot more well thought out. Pretty good.